Are you surprised he unretired?
A little bit. But the only reason I'm surprised is because of the wife. I mean, the reality is that since 2016, 2017, when she gave that interview, she was revealing, that this is the man that comes home with concussions. Obviously, he had never been listed as having concussions at the time or what have you. She was basically giving us insight and putting the world on notice. Listen, y'all ain't the ones that got to live with him when his playing career is over. If you're Tom Brady, we've got Green Bay to think about, really. Of course, you got to respect the Los Angeles Rams. All right, the Dallas Cowboys are in flux. Amari Cooper's now in Cleveland. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Really, the New Orleans Saints, because they seem to have his number in the regular season, even when they don't have a damn quarterback.
Played forever. Please, go
He keeps
away.
winning, though.
He's great. We all know it. I love the guy. And I got to hear his father now telling people it's the media's fault. I mean, he announced it on Instagram. Did the media tell him to announce it on Instagram?
Exactly.
I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm looking at my chances, and I say, they're pretty damn good. I could come back and win an 8th Super Bowl. I love my wife. I love my children. But damn it, I got the rest of my life to do this. This is right here, playing football. There's a window of opportunity here, and I can still do it at an elite level. He was a top 2 candidate for league MVP honors. And you're saying, why'd you walk away? Why don't you walk away? Oh, enough already.
You're not tired of You're not tired of Tom Brady?
Listen, I want beat him.
Reading about Tom Brady?
Listen.
Why bring Anthony Davis back? And can you put us back up on the double screen so I can see Stephen A? Because I'm always watching you, right? You know that. I'm always watching you. And I'm listening to you on the countdown. And you know what? You're really starting to get on my nerves with the disrespect to the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm really getting tired of it. For the simple fact that you went on there and you said, oh, yeah. Well, they could possibly see Memphis in the way that LeBron playing. Do we honestly believe that the Memphis Grizzlies could win that series? That's what you said, right?
May I stop you? First of all, let's cut a couple of things out of the way. You are the protege. I am the mentor. So when you wag your finger at me and you talk about you really getting sick of me, respect your elders, okay? And watch your mouth and watch your tone. If LeBron is playing at an elite level and Anthony Davis can be Anthony Davis, can we definitively say that they couldn't win a first-round series, they couldn't win a playing game, they couldn't make noise in the semifinals? If you're Anthony Davis and LeBron James and you believe, you go for it. If you're the LeBron James you just described, these brothers already made their vacation plans in mid-April. And if that's the case, get it over with. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying if Anthony Davis and LeBron James are ready to go, I believe they can beat anybody. And if that's the case, you don't sit down for that. But if they're planning their vacation already, you're right.
Yeah, but we all believe in something that we know we can achieve. I believe I could get down to 250. I know that's so far away, it's crazy, but it's not going to happen.
Wake up, Stephen A. You heard what I'm saying. You hear me. You hear me. When this legal tampering period starts, we're going to find out whether or not Tampa Bay can get all their boys back. We're going to find out.
Well, they don't need all. I don't think they need all.
But I'm even picking your guy.
Lewis, he was getting nervous because you dropped so much knowledge that he got out his computer real quick and he was like, oh, no, what am I going to do? What am I going to say?
Well, first of all.
He always got that iMac out there, I know.
That, without question. And secondly, I'm no fool. I'm quite brilliant. And the reason I'm brilliant is because I know I'm not. I listen to those who are, like Lewis Riddick, who knows football backwards and forwards. And so I just steal the knowledge and then I pick apart little holes that they bring up throughout the years. See, I watch everything. But when I look at the Phoenix Suns and I look at the Golden State Warriors, fully loaded and healthy with Klay, Steph on the court together, with Draymond, with Poole and Kuminga and all of those brothers that Draymond is going to be there to hold accountable, I'm rolling with the Warriors. The only team that Phoenix makes me a little nervous. I got to confess that. But Brooklyn healthy and on the court together makes me considerably nervous. CP3 is phenomenal in his own right, okay? He's a floor general extraordinaire, and at the age of 36, arguably the best point guard in basketball, is just a phenomenal accolade to throw on his shoulders. I get all of that. But if there's one person that could arguably be his kryptonite, it is Steph Curry. You're talking about Jokic averaging 26, 13, and 8. shooting 57% from the field, over 35% from three-point range. The brother is 41-28. There is no Jamal Murray. There is no Michael Porter Jr. He can't jump onto a curb, okay?
Yep.
He can't jump from the street to the curb, and no one can stop him. It's unbelievable. Nobody can stop him.
We're watching LeBron James score 50-point games, 50-plus point games to keep his team in contention for the play-in tournament. And I'm watching Jokic by himself keep this team at the 6th seed in the Western Conference. That's number one.
He is my MVP right now. He is the reigning league MVP right now. So if he wins this year, he'll be back-to-back MVPs. We know what he's doing. I have no problem with Aaron Rodgers getting the money at all. He absolutely deserves it, but I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is going 12 years without hosting the Lombardi Trophy, or 11 years without hosting the Lombardi Trophy. That's the number one thing that I'm interested in. And number two, get Davante Adams his money. It's time for Frank Vogel to go. He has to go as head coach of this franchise. It's time to put him out of his misery. It's time to put LeBron James out of his misery. It's not that they're losing. If you're scratching and clawing, it's nip and tuck, but we're able to point to injuries, that would be different. That's not what's going on here with the Los Angeles Lakers. We're seeing a level of inefficiency, a level of ineptitude, a lack of spirit. It's like these guys don't know what it means to be Lakers. It's Frank Vogel's responsibility to overcome that. There's no spirit. There's no enthusiasm. There is nothing. The Lakers are a shell of themselves. At this particular moment in time, it's embarrassing to watch this team.
And for once in his life, can LeBron take a little responsibility here? And I know he's played well. Could he back up a coach? Mike Brown, he hung him out to dry. How about Luke Walton? How did that work out? He couldn't do anything about Spoelstra because Spoelstra, Wade loved him, so he couldn't. He had to deal with Spoelstra.
And Pat Riley. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, those guys he can't. But, I mean, geez, could LeBron say, hey, don't blame Frank. We stink. I haven't done all my part. Davis is hurt. The guy won a championship a year and a half ago. What, they're going to bring some – you know what? Riley's not coming back. All right? Bill Sharman, 71-72. He's not coming back. Phil Jackson is not coming back. Where are you going to get this great coach?
Well,
some great coaches out there that are going to fix the Lakers? I think it's ridiculous. He is not an immortal. Let's take it easy. With immortality, Kyrie Irving, who needed LeBron to bail him out in Cleveland. The team stunk before LeBron got there. And then he went to Boston, and they were better without him. When they left, they actually went further. The year he got hurt, they went further. And then when he left, they were better without him. Right. Kyrie is perfect when he can play with that secondary guy with him who's better, in this case, Durant, in Cleveland with LeBron. But, you know, to be an immortal in the NBA, you got to do some special, transcendent things. Scoring 60 points against the Orlando Magic, and he is great. We all know he's great. Yeah. And you want to put him in the top 75, as Stevie wants to put him number 74, we can let him put him at number 74. But to put him in that Magic, guards, you know, Oscar, West, Jordan, Magic, you know, to put him on that level, Kuzi, to put him on, who changed the game, to put him on that level, what's Kyrie? He's not changing the game. To put him on that level is outlandish.
We ain't even 3 minutes into the show and you're ridiculous. You want to talk about all-time great moments? I guess that three that Kyrie hit over Steph Curry to deliver the championship.
Good one.
We're just going to ignore it. Good one.
How about the LeBron block? You forget about the LeBron block
I didn't forget about. We're talking about Kyrie. We're not omitting what LeBron did.
I think Mayfield's way too sensitive, and he seems to think that he's on this particular level where he sort of deserves, oh, Baker, I hate to see you go. You've been so great. He hasn't been so great.
I agree with that, but it is utterly ridiculous for you to sit up there and say he hasn't earned the right to say goodbye. I mean, what the hell is that? What qualifications come with having to say goodbye?
If Daniel Jones left tomorrow and he put out an ad in the New York Post, thank you for your support, New York, you would be screaming. And number one on our list is the Lakers of 71. He's laughing. Where are the Bulls? I don't want to hear about the Bulls. 71-72. 33 in a row. Wilt, West, Goodrich, West and Wilt in the same team.
Well, thank you, Mad Dog Russo.
I forgot. One other thing.
Go ahead.
There's an honorable mention.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead. I'm going to be fair. I'll be fair.
Okay, go ahead.
Make the Warriors the 16-17 with Durant.
Honorable mention.
I couldn't put him over Malone.
God.
I could not put him over Malone
This
and
is
Julius.
unbelievable.
Fair enough. I'll put him up 6.
Honorable mention.
That's it.
So thank you, Mad Dog Russo, for the history lesson.
You got it.
Listen, I wasn't born for this one. I was 3 years old for this one,
Right.
and I was 4 years old for this one. Thank you for the history lesson that you've given us about the inception of the NBA. How can we rave about Kyrie Irving and the sensational talent that he is and the 60-point explosion that he had against Orlando, but we don't bring him up when he's not on the court and they lose to Dallas? The same guy that's going at Kyrie is the same guy that says the mandate should be lifted.
But you can't blame Kyrie if you see what the situation is for the situation.
Oh, I most certainly can, because what did we say? Must I rewind the clock and remind you what we argued about? This is where you and I are diametrically opposed, so let's remind our audience of where we stand. I am of the position that because you got cats to go to Brooklyn, that because the league mandate is what it is, and because 99% of the league ultimately made the sacrifice because they got a job to do, you should have done it too. You disagree. You talk about putting self in your body and all of this other stuff.
How many quarterbacks are better than Deshaun Watson?
0. There's no quarterback in the NFL that is a flat-out better player than Deshaun Watson. 2 years ago, Stephen A., 2 years ago, there was conversations of, well, if Deshaun Watson was drafted to the same place as Patrick Mahomes, would he be doing the same stuff as Patrick Mahomes? And that's when Patrick was taking the league by absolute storm. There's not a quarterback that you sit there and go, that guy's unequivocally a better player.
Aaron Rodgers is better.
No, he's not. No,
Yes,
he's
he
not.
is. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
What?
Yes, he is.
Oh, how?
No. Excuse
How?
me. I don't have to. He's a reigning two-time league MVP, and I continuously throw out numbers over and over and over again about him. It is an unmitigated disaster. And as bad as Russell Westbrook has been on the court shooting the basketball, I mean, he's gotten to a point where you got people chanting in visiting arenas. And I mean, in the Staples Center, which is now Crypto.com, they were screaming, "Don't shoot." I was there. They were screaming, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." In Minnesota last night, they were screaming, "Shoot, shoot, shoot." That's how bad it is. He's defeated. Russell Westbrook has no confidence.
We've never
in
said
his shot.
this about him
And we've
in the
never said
history of the
ever.
game
He has
before.
no confidence in his perimeter shot. I said, attack or kick it. Attack or kick it. Don't shoot any jumpers. Just attack the basket. But when they're saying he's with us, you're trying to prove them wrong, and you can't, and you know it now. You have no confidence in your jump shot. I got to put it on Aaron Rodgers. I really, really do.
Okay.
I can't front. You got your bag. What did I do, Marcus? The moment we learned that Aaron Rodgers was signing his new deal, the first words out of my mouth was, I don't give a damn. It's nothing new. It's nothing surprising here. Okay. The second words out of my mouth was, is Davante Adams going to get his money? You got your money. That was a priority. Yeah, I'd like to keep the brother, but if he wants to leave, okay. I got nothing but love for you. I appreciate you. Good luck in Vegas. That doesn't sound to somebody like me that's prioritizing winning. It sounds to me like somebody that prioritized getting the bag, which is what Aaron Rodgers ended up doing. So I'm going to hold him culpable to some degree. And by losing Davante Adams, to me, that drastically compromises the success of this team. And I'm pointing the finger at Aaron Rodgers a hell of a lot more than I'm even pointing it at the Packers organization.
Are the Warriors' titles hopes over?
Hell yeah, they over. And look, it's not because of the lack of playing time that Steph, Clay, and Draymond has had this season. Look, these guys have played together their entire career. They know how to find the chemistry. It's about the others.
Have you seen Jordan Poole lately? He's averaging 17 on the season. Last 8 games, he scored a minimum of 20 points, dropped about 32 against Denver, had 29 the other night against Boston. With Steph Curry being out, the style of play that Jordan Poole plays, how he pulls the trigger quick, and he doesn't need a lot of space in order to get off that shot or whatever. I think he's going to flourish. He's going to step in and play the role that Steph Curry usually plays. I think you're going to see offensive explosions from Jordan Poole in the days to come. Now, how that's going to work once Steph Curry gets back is why I hear what you're saying. All I'm saying is I can't rule it out because what if they're comfortable playing with one another enough where when Steph comes back, the shot's going to still be there. Jordan Poole has elevated his level of play. Clay is going to be more of a focal point of the offense with Steph out as well, and Draymond is back healthy. I don't think you can look at the Warriors and say their title hopes are over.
Patrick Beverley and Russell Westbrook has a history. You know that. Russell Westbrook said that Patrick Beverley tricked y'all. And he was referring to his defensive prowess and being a defensive player. What is Patrick Beverley known for? His defense. So at some point, when you have a guy that's an MVP caliber player that won the MVP, led multiple triple-double seasons and all that, you could possibly end somebody's career by your comments, right? So at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook knows that when you get between those lines and that when you're about to face Patrick Beverley every single time, that it's about to be a war.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves to be like that, when you've been what you've been as a franchise since KG left, it was like, damn, y'all, really? It is a bit excessive. And coming from a team with one playoff appearance in 17 years, it's like, whoa, come on, y'all. Chill with it a little bit. It was because I ain't see Westbrook do all of that to people, what they did to him the other night. I ain't see that from Russell Westbrook. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.